Hello, hello, hello. It's ReesianaThiSimmer, and I give you the Hearts and Hustle Legacy Challenge. For those that are wondering, this challenge is basically a rags to riches, and this girl right here, this beautiful sim right here, is our girl. She's our main character of this story. Her name is Victoria the Boss. Yes. Don't that name sound bougie already? So, since this is a rags to riches, I wanted to move her into Nordhaven, so she can start off with building herself a little business here. Now, I was thinking about what plot I wanted to move her to, but I eventually went with the one that was closest to the plot you can basically renovate, because I eventually want to move her there and build her business there from the ground up. Now, for those that are wondering, Victoria the Boss is 20 years old. She wants to go to college, but she hasn't quite sure decided if she wants to go yet. On top of that, she's got a few traits that she needs to work on, which is currently why she's not at home right now. She ended up running away from home. Unfortunately, It's kind of hard trying to be a criminal and a thief in your home when your dad's a part of the police force. Yes. She doesn't really care. She didn't really care when they found out either. She was just like, well, if I can't steal here, I'm just go steal somewhere else. And her dad, he didn't like it. They had a big falling out, and he was like, if you are going to do that type of activity, when we done raised you and your siblings right, we raised y'all to be upstanding citizens. He's the head of police. Her mom's a teacher, raised beautiful children, and she's got a few other siblings as well that you'll see later on in the story. But yeah, she just took some money from them. She took enough that she knew that she'll be able to get the plot of land she wanted, and then she didn't expect the plot of land to be so high, which is why she ended up having only $50 left over. Now, she is a bit materialistic, so this is a quite new adventure for her. Like, don't get her wrong, like, she stole before, sneaking in and out of malls in high school, taking clothes, snatching grabs, sneaking, geeking over there. But she can't sneak and geek when she don't even know what she want to do first. So, you see, we wanted to be a villain today, alright? The first sim she met was the first sim she tried to get into a fight to. She wanted to show that her last name, the boss, wasn't just for show. And I had to speed up this little interaction because, baby, look, it wasn't going the way I thought it was going to go. He started to walk away, and I had to run it back with him, and I wanted them to get in a fight, but it looked like he wasn't having it. He was not having it today.
Corbif. Quostenex Nurchel. Penthip Abevo. Kinniku Axine.
Blah, blah, blah.
Warig.
And then at the same time, the welcome wagon came. I had to look at them, and I had looked at the plot of land, and I was like, well, I guess I could welcome you to this grass, because that's all there is. No wall, No ceiling, no table, no nothing. Not even a door. But you know what? You welcome anyway. I was like, you know what? After that interaction, she might need to be a little friendly. And I was like, you know what? Let's try to be friends with all of them or most of them. Then try to be friends with Trashley at the same time. Because again, if he's shady and she's shady, why not be shady friends together? Why not? I don't see why not. Come on and join this disaster. And so she just over there talking with him, trying to see what's good in the neighborhood. And I really wanted her to be friends with Nia, because again, she's a tattoo artist, so I was like, maybe one of the skills Victoria can gain is tattooing. So during these whole interactions, I'm just over here trying to figure out what are some of the means that I would love for her to gain money. And so I'm just gonna be quiet for a little bit and just let this interaction go ahead and just go and see from there. Argument loser. Lord have mercy. Can't be losing too many arguments, girl. You just can't. Hello, friend. Trashley taking time out of busy schedule to help spread awareness of small business opportunities. Other friend asked Trashley to say that I agree because Trashley is an excellent small business owner. So there I went ahead and said yes because again, she's going to have to run that business eventually. And baby, the Samoans. The Samoans that made me cry when I seen it. And so, again, we just over here communicating with them all. Like, I really want her to at least have a couple of friends, like a small little group. Maybe 5, maybe 6, because what I want to do is not only have the business passed down through her family, I also would like some of her friends and stuff to work there as well, even if it's part-time. So I'm really trying to get to know Nia. I'm really trying to get to know Crispin. And it just seems like they're really hitting it off again. You got a little shadiness in them. Maybe you have more of a friend group with even more shady people. And so, this first day, it was a little bit slow in the beginning. Besides the fight with the Urban, she's just trying to complete the little welcome wagon task. Again, I don't know how Victoria thought she was going to use a toilet and a shower, and she don't have that at the house. Literally. She don't have that at all. But you want to know what she do have? She do got heart. Our girl got heart. Her hustle is questionable, but she definitely got heart.
Subau Havery, Umfront Nibahana. Clemente Borsp.
Kebs even Nork.
Befete Belka.
Fazunya Narb.
Arvini Zongso. Blahu Yafa.
Lexi Fazunya.
Subau Gaunim. Yadamek. Kanumi. Merkel Zira. Nukum Kalank. Young. Bilpin. Snibara Watanini. Ebao. Karenzi Yagalo.
Fribs.
Kenkunis Lekam. Oh, Conchivo Lava. Arvini Zongso. Blahu Yafa.
Nobi.
Shemp.
Smalik Orban Mehi. Planete?
Fibalo Noyam.
Renoy.
Bembi
Ibani
Shildo.
Ishkawanj.
Spinoza Batanabe.
Sorbin
Sapula.
K. Wes. Chabe
Verubi
Sturka.
Sapino? Chinabs. Galafoy.
Zurong Roshba. Oh, Batoy Skiba.
Forney Fatoza Bab.
Now, since this little welcome wagon lasts from sun up to sundown, I was wondering how when these Sims was gonna leave. I'm not gonna lie, because we could have been doing a little sneaking and grabbing, but they were still here, and I didn't want to be rude. You know, I didn't want to be disrespectful and leave them on my plot of land, not knowing what they was gonna do to it. But when I started to think that, the Sims started disappearing on their own, and that's a good thing because that mean I didn't have to kick them out.
Deba.
Ooh.
Now, this Sim right here, Mr. Gert, he was taking too long. He was eating in slow motion, so I had to speed up past that. You can't tell, but I had to. Now, I was wondering how I was going to throw trash away with no trash can, so unfortunately, them plates still there. And I'm just over there trying to figure out, like, her needs. Again, no trash can, no toilet, no wall, no door, no nothing. And she needs to take care of all of it because I'm trying to make sure she go ahead and start her little schemes, start her little scams. Now, with the $50, I was trying to find her a little cheap toilet. Baby, we thought she had something when she had them $50, but let me tell you, when a bush costs more than what you can afford, you know the struggle real. You know it. You just know the struggle is automatically too real. So at that point, I was like, okay, we gonna have to do something. We gonna have to pickpocket someone. We gonna have to steal from a museum, steal from a house, steal something in order to get her that toilet at least. And again, I'm over here just like, what we gonna do? Cause it's a struggle right here. It's a struggle. And I was like, maybe the best place to go after looking at this lot for a little minute, I was like, you know what? I don't know. I was wondering if I should have Victoria steal from a couple of houses, steal from a museum, steal from somewhere. And I ended up finally choosing the bar. And I was like, I wonder if this bar got a restroom or something. When I finally found it, I was like, thank you, because she got a playful mood right now, but that bladder is bladdering. After having her use the restroom, wash her hands and stuff like that, I just had her go down because I was kind of wondering if the bar sold food. And I just wanted to make sure, and I don't get Victoria wrong, she ain't OCD, but the one that's controlling her is a little bit on the OCD-ish side. So I had to run her hands through that water one more time, because again, you don't know where these bar toilets been. You don't know them like that. So We went downstairs. I'm over here just looking around, trying to figure out like why these Sims head glowing. Like, I really got a lot of questions, and I'm trying to figure out if I should, who should I pickpocket? Because again, she's gonna need something. And I was like, you know what, Nora, let's talk to you. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna tell no stories. I was feeling kind of devious, sir. What are you doing in the restaurant with me? Crispin, what you doing in this restaurant with me, sir? Chest out and everything. No. Is it because Victoria fine? Is that it? Is that it, Crispin? You like him? You like your little strawberry chocolate? Crispin don't do it too. She just got here. She don't need no man right now. But surprisingly, when I went to this bar, I didn't know I was going to see the Sims from that welcome party. I was like, dang, I just met these people, and on top of that, they was going to see me fight today. It is what it is. I wanted to be mean. I wanted to be a little villain. I wanted to be a menace to society. Now, I'm not going to lie. I thought Victoria was doing something. In my beautiful, delusional, voiced over mind, I thought Victoria was doing something. I had her argue with this lady up and down, around and around. I said, you know what? I'm going to talk about your career. Whatever you doing for a living, it ain't working for you. I said, I don't like your job. I don't like the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you breathe. That's why your hair jacked up. I mean, I had Victoria talking dirty to her, and I was like, you know what? Bump all of that. You finna fight. You finna throw these hands. You finna throw these hands. We gonna fight today, because I couldn't fight that Sim from earlier. So you finna get all the backlash.
Bahira Ruth Faye.
Again, I'm over here just being a menace to society. Just got here, not even a full day, and I'm being a menace in the morning and a menace at night. Now, I don't know why this dude just walking up. I'm not trying to talk to you, sir. I'm trying to tell her about herself right here.
Magorish in Narva. Spinoza? Rashu. Oh, Batin Peru. Oh,
I was like, you know what? We gonna fight today, and yes, good. Throw hands, feet, and the toes. Throw hands, feet, and the toes. Get in there. Get in there. She getting it. She getting it. I thought she was getting it, y'all. I thought she really was getting it until it started to seem like the fighting was going left.
Gorba, Ribbo.
Of course, you know I had to pick that she was evil. You know, you can't be a scammer and schemer and half the time not be evil. I wanted her to be evil. And I also had to run them hands back again, because you just ain't finna get beat up and not try to at least win that second fight. I thought she had her. She jumped up on her and everything. I thought Victoria was doing her due diligence, her big one. Baby. Victoria got her butt handed to her twice. And I was like, you know what? We just gonna have to sit down. I was like, we gonna have to do something, because again, I thought Victoria was doing her big one. She was doing a big nothing. I thought, and then I had to remember, when I created Victoria and Cass, I didn't really give her any strength. And I really didn't give her any strength. I didn't think about it. And I was like, you know what? Let's talk to some Sims. Let's be friendly. Let's try to brush over the fact we got in the fight twice and lost in front of the front door.
Wibsta, so.
Klatoy. Kalu? Bisaka Yalanim. Ixalu. Fasanoi Valpim. Vondi. Seneke. Belindi. Wavu. Ruskan Lampima. Muchi Pichi. Brisham. Wafita. Prita. Sebene Lovo Bonefi. Handoli Usanet. Smishy Yafana. Buma. Samzo Mar.
Now, I'm not going to storytell.
Wangle Fruit
I'm happy to see Nia was at the bar. She gave Victoria a little energy boost. But I'm still questioning how you get an energy boost after you got your butt whooped. How you become confident after that too. The world may never know. But at the same time, it did not stop my cat. It didn't stop Victoria from wanting to be mean. It did not. It just made us want to be villains again. It made us want to be disrespectful. You know, you really got to be bold and uncaring if you get into a fight and still pick with someone else at that same bar on the same night. Not even 15 minutes apart. Brave is another word. Brave is another word.
Nurture Closenex.
So.
Maybe. Bani Flurba.
So.
Batanavi Kansas.
So.
Oh, Skimbo.
And I'm not gonna lie.
Larkham
In this
Hana?
moment, I was trying to pickpocket him.
Summer.
I was trying to pickpocket the bartender. I was. You shouldn't have asked. You could say I'm a little bitter. A little bitter for what?
Tiru.
Maz. Bumkaro Musti.
Shamagra Brahe. Ganat Benu.
I had
Babarani Zimze.
I had her throw shade and everything.
Dala. Shibi Yaba.
But I'm not gonna lie, maybe I should have had her be nicer. Because I thought the pickpocketing was going to work.
Sanzizi Katuni. Barobi Senzin. Surfer.
Vinva, Urabao, Floof Gaffa.
That's so sad. Victoria was days from getting beat up. Lord no. And here I am going, yes, baby. When I tell you slide it up out them pockets, slide it up out them pockets.
Wisu, Wazunia.
I'm telling you, I might just have Victoria do a mentoring class on pickpocketing because look, the way she slid it up out them pants pockets real smooth, he couldn't tell nothing. I was wondering if I should go ahead and head out before he figure out his $20 is gone. I don't know if that was his tip. I don't know what it was, but it's mine now. And I do have to admit, since Victoria did get her backside handed to her, I had to let my girl lay down for a little minute. I was wondering who else was in the bar, but that didn't even matter. She too tired to do anything else, and even if I did want her to pickpocket some more, she got a little cool down period. She can't pickpocket yet. And so I'm over here just trying to get her to go to sleep. And she keep taking cat naps. That wasn't no nap. That was a cat nap. I don't know why you dancing, girl. There's nothing to be dancing about or playful about. You got your butt whooped, and you have not been able to do much for the whole day because of that welcome wagon. Yes, I'm blaming them because they should have not brought themselves to the front of my yard. So I went ahead and brought Victoria back home. It still get on my nerve that these plates are here. When I tell you still get on my nerve, it still get on my nerve. But since they did bring fruit cake, I guess I'll let it slide because Victoria was hungry. You know, trying to hand out a butt whooping, but taking it instead, you would get a little hungry, a little parched. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna figure out the rest of her needs, because again, no bed, no toilet, no shower. Victoria was struggling. Victoria's still struggling. And Victoria over here just walking away on her own. I'm just trying to figure out what she finna do. And she over here just decided to sleep on the slab. I was like, you know what? Go ahead, girl. I'm not even mad at it. I'm not even mad at it. But for you to take several cat naps and then a nap and you still have the nerve to be tired, it really made me upset. It did. It did. Now, this is the lot that I do want Victoria to run her business. I had ended up looking at the price later on, and my heart fell to the back of my throat. Because that price, it was steep, baby. When I mean steep. But other than that, I just had her put that lunch in her inventory because, again, she's going to need that. She's going to need the food. We ended up staying up for literally 24 hours with Victoria, and she still had not really managed to do any evil deeds or schemy or scammy deeds. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just let Victoria try to go fishing right now, because, again, you can get a lot of money for fishing. And when I tried to make her go fishing, she went to bed instead. She was not listening to me at this point. She decided she was going to do what she was wanted to do. And I was like, you're going to have to make you some money. You're going to have to make you some type of funds so you can get a toilet. And that's it. Now, while I was trying to get Victoria to come fish, I did go looking for her because I was wondering what was taking her so long. How do you get lost going up the street from your house and around the corner? I don't know. But when I looked later on, trying to figure out why it was taking her so long, tell me why she was taking a long way. You didn't even have to put yourself through all that. Now, I'm sorry for the graininess and stuff, but it was graining. The grains was all there. We seen it. I seen it. You seen it. Victoria was in it. And I'm sorry for that. I'm so sorry. Now, I did think about breaking into this tattoo shop, but then I had to remember that belonged to Nia, and I did not want to do that to her. Not on the first day. I did not want to break into my new friend's job and try to take some of her money. I did not want to be that disrespectful. But I'm just over here just trying to figure out, like, what else could we do for money? And because she had to use it real bad, I went ahead and seen if I could buy a toilet. Now, I'm not going to lie. I would have purchase that potty for the little kids if I knew she would be able to use it, but I wasn't sure or not. So I just went ahead and bought her a bush instead. She gotta do what she gotta do. One mailbox and one bush. That's all she got to her name right now. And because of that big argument with her dad and her mom just standing behind what her dad was saying and Victoria just not wanting to apologize, she told him, she was like, you know what? You don't have to deal with my scammy ways. I understand that it don't fit into what the family does. You know, she got an older sibling that's a teacher. She has another older sibling that is a interior decorator, and then she has a younger sibling that is in high school. Her and her younger sibling were really close because, again, they were only a few years apart. So that younger one was starting to pick up on Victoria's ways a little bit too. And I'm thinking that's also what made her dad tell her if she wasn't going to abide by the rules, then she's going to have to just get on and go by her business. But of course, Victoria, being Victoria, she did not care. She was like, that's all right. When I come back, don't ask for nothing because you're going to see what I do. Now, at this, you're going to see what I do. And you're going to see that I'm going to build something. Don't get jealous now. Don't get jealous. That's a wild thing to tell your dad not to get jealous. She wild. But, I had seen that little notification from Crispin. Crispin can't talk. I had seen one of Crispin's traits and he said he was shady. So stay over there and mind your business, Crispin. Mind your own business that pay you, because I ain't paying you. Not a lick, not a dime, not a cent. So over here I'm like, we definitely gonna have to do something. We definitely gonna have to start pickpocketing some more. Gotta start fishing something. I don't know how you can laugh evilly in front of a funky bush that you just used it out of. I don't know how you can laugh evilly after that. I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have had to go ahead and turn it in because I'm not as brave as Victoria. Victoria brave. She don't care. So I'm over here just trying to pick a world at this point. Trying to see what place I'm going to end up stealing out of. Because again, that's a lot. That's a lot of time that has passed, and she only added $20 extra to her inventory, to her funds. Like, she needs a lot more than that, a lot more. And so I ended up deciding to target one of the houses in the neighborhood, so, you know, since it's close by or whatever. And Victoria upsetted me with her choice of clothing. Who told you to steal, to sneak and creep with a blue do-rag on, a green floral dress, and a brown vest on? No. No, ma'am. No ham. No turkey, not in the gravy. And I'm over here just looking. I was trying to see if I can look through the house. I could see what was in it, but I was kind of wondering, like, which of the places was going to get taken from first. And eventually I just decided to try to go and break in the house we was in front of. But it ended up telling me that I wouldn't be able to break in there because there was no one in there. Wasted my time over there. So I went to the only other place, well, one of the few places that have some rich families, and I decided to go to Willow Creek. And here we are in Willow Creek, over here just looking which place should we steal from, which place should we look at, while on the side we will also try to be fishing, because again, you can never have enough funds, and you can make a lot of money from fishing as well. So at the end of it, I just decided to steal from Bella Goff's house. Now, I'm not gonna lie, y'all seen that? I did not tell her to be a mean to no children. She chose that for herself. And I also had to change her out of that outfit because, again, because she's homeless, I did not give her no starter outfit. Well, I did give her the starter outfit. It was on that black jumpsuit. The rest of that stuff, I don't know where it came from, but best believe it will get changed later. And we started break-in process. Yes, girl. We gonna steal and scheme up out of Bella Goff's house. Yeah. You better, if you can, take the dough, even the hinges. If you can, take that dough, even the hinges. I want Victoria to be the kind of thief and pickpocketer that'll take your wallet, your car key, your cell phone too, without you even knowing it. And here I am just clicking on some of the stuff in the house, and I'm just like, I can click, and that's what I'm noticing. I could only click. Now, I don't know why clicking was the only thing I could do in Bella Goff's house. So a lot of pieces I noticed I was not able to steal, and I don't know if it's because I have not leveled up in pickpocketing yet, but I would think I would be able to steal. Or I wonder if it's because I did not give her the kleptomaniac trait. I wonder if that's the reason. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can steal something eventually. But while I'm here, I might as well snoop for some secrets. Let's see if we can find something on Bella Goff and her family. And here I am just clicking on everything. Clicking on tables, clicking on chairs, clicking on TVs, clicking on mirrors, clicking on lamps, clicking on toilets and beds, and I just can't steal nothing. And I was like, you know what? It's getting closer and closer to the time for them to come back and for this breaking and entering thing to stop. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to try somewhere else. Because how you got this big, old, fancy house and I can't steal not one thing up out of it? I would have stole the fridge if she could carry up out of her house. Literally. You got all these little secrets here now, and I can't steal not nothing. I was like, you know what? Her house done made me mad, so we just gonna leave. And I was like, you know what? Since I wasn't able to steal out of Bella Goth's house, I'm finna go mess with the sim. We finna be a menace in the nighttime today again. If I can't get what I want, someone finna hear this. And so here I started to be friendly for a little bit. You know, I wanted to lure her in because y'all know what I'm gonna do.
So.
Y'all gonna see what I'm gonna do.
Dag,
I wanted to see how much
Quest.
friendship I had to have before I could hit pocket.
Parsagap Bay.
Yibs.
Maranoi.
Oh. Finib Nitva.
Piguna.
Disrespectful.
Guma.
Oh, Pimpini.
I swear that lady disrespectful. No one told you to reject my hug because that could have been extra money in our pockets. I don't know how you can laugh evilly like that and you couldn't even pickpocket from the lady. I don't understand it. None whatsoever. And I'm just over here wondering, like, I know somewhere nearby there's something I can take. There's some gems or some digimals that I'm able to dig or something. And so I'm back in the Willow Creek world trying to find out something. I was like, you know what? Let's go over here because I know that's where the tree is to the Everglades. And that's also where the little stream is where I could fish in. So while I was trying to figure out if I wanted her to fish, I was also trying to see during this same time span which one of these houses I could break and enter. And here I am trying to get her to fish. And I'm not going to storytell. I was just coming up with plots. I want the world to know Victoria the Boss is a menace to society in the background. Because I was like, you know what? I do eventually want her to reconcile with her family and with her dad. And I was like, you know, in order for that to happen, they're going to have to feel like, you know, they're going to have to feel like she's not doing what she's been doing. Like she's not stealing, she's not pickpocketing, she's not taking no money or nothing like that. They're going to have to feel like she's on the straight and narrow like they raised her to be. So, because Victoria was too uncomfortable to do anything, and I mean anything, I was like, you know what? Maybe we should just go back home. You know, fertilize that bush one more time, good, with the funk trail following you. The steam from the bush matching the steam off your body. You know you stinky.
Assume.
And again, she was just so uncomfortable with everything. She tried to get into a fight the first day she got there. Did not work. She got into a second fight the day she got there. Got handed to her back to back twice. Tried to steal again. Tried to steal again. It worked, surprisingly. And then she tried to pickpocket again. After all that, and still could not pickpocket again. Could not even steal a lampshade off a lamp in Bella Goth's house. And here she is, just in the park, trying to lay down, trying to go to sleep, trying to get her thoughts together on what she's gonna do, because again, Victoria does not want to beg her dad to let her move back in with them. That's just not what she's gonna do. She's gonna trick them. We're gonna have to have a mission of trying to trick Victoria the boss's family into thinking she's on the straight and narrow again. Baby, I know you upset. I'll be upset too. You're funky. Breath probably extra crispy, and I don't mean in the good way. And then when I got that notification of fall, I had to look at that calendar. Like, I really had to look at that calendar, because I was wondering how the seasons were set up. Now, you see this calendar now. I changed it later to where it has longer seasons that last a month. And then I extended her lifespan from normal to long, because I knew this was going to be a pretty long Let's Play, and I didn't want her to get old too fast. So I know I do apologize for this voiceover being a little wonky. It's because for today and the next 2 days, I thought I figured out the audio issue with my headset. Cause stop laughing evilly. You ain't managed to do nothing barely today. Stop. The audio from my headset was not working, so these next 3 days is just going to be voiced over like this. Now, I'm not going to storytell. Right before I ended this stream, she did make me mad. I did not know where she ran off to. Don't ask me why I did not follow her. But something was not right. And I was very upset with Victoria at the end of the extreme. And you are going to see why. Tell me why. She spent money. She spent $10 whole on a plate of food when she could have very well just ate the bag lunch that she still had on her. Tell me you upset. I was upset. But you know what, y'all? I'ma post the next Hustle and Hearts and Hustles Legacy Challenge later on. And thank you so much for tuning in with our girl Victoria the Boss's first day.